Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. My name is Terrell.
And my name is Brendan.
And we're on VNT Reacts.
And today we are checking out Trixie Mattel Takes a Lie Detector Test. And this is by Vanity Fair.
I'm very surprised that we haven't seen this yet. That's not the rain, it's a truck.
Yeah.
It sounded like thunder for a second. I'm very surprised that we haven't seen this video yet. You know, just because we watch Drag Race and Drag Race content, related content in a way. But I guess now Trixie Mattel,
she's doing her own thing.
Yeah, she's one of the queens that are like really like has separated herself from the show Drag Race, and created her own brand. But anyway, we're gonna check out this lie detector test. I've seen a few of these. The most famous probably of all is Kiki Palmer. I don't know who this man is. Very hilarious. If you haven't seen Kiki's, check it out. But we're gonna watch Trixie's right now, so let's get into it.
All right, can you please lift your hands up high? I'll put them through here.
I can feel it on my skin because I'm not wearing any shapewear. Can you just not ask where I was January 6th?
Is your name Trixie Mattel?
No. It's Brian Purkis.
Were you born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin?
Yes.
Are you about to take a lie detector test?
I think so. Or I'm getting my blood pressure taken.
This is gonna be interesting.
Okay, I killed him.
Oh. What?
What?
Let's start with your career.
Okay.
You joined RuPaul's Drag Race in 2015 and won All Stars in 2018, but said you would never compete in another RuPaul competition. Is that because you can't handle the competition?
Honestly, yeah. I don't like competing. It's not something I enjoy, and it brings out the best in some people. It does not bring out the best in me.
How so?
It makes me self-conscious. Drag is about doing whatever you want, and no one tells you anything. But competing in drag is about doing what you're told and having it evaluated. And that's not like something I thrive at.
So you're not just mad that RuPaul doesn't follow you back on Instagram?
She doesn't follow me on Instagram? Wait, I don't know. Does she follow anyone who does drag on Instagram?
Answer the question.
Damn.
Ooh. What?
Okay.
Why are you so angry?
I didn't know she didn't follow me on Instagram. But Sharon Stone follows me, so whatever.
How does that feel?
Great. Feels great. Does it feel great?
She's lying.
It doesn't feel great. It hurts.
Yep.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts me that Sharon Stone follows me. Sharon, stop it.
You and Katya Zamolo-Chikova star in the web series Anna or Anna.
Both were bad. Yeah, it's, yeah.
Were there any other sounds that you considered for the title?
I wish we wouldn't have called it that. We didn't consider any other sounds. It's just confusing to say or spell. We should have just called it Trixie and Katya. I mean, easier.
Which of the H's are silent?
I guess all of them. I didn't even make up the spelling.
Do you think you could stand to add a couple more letters?
Why not? Honestly, I only started spelling it correctly a couple years ago. Katya had to be like, you know you're spelling it wrong on Twitter and stuff. And I was like, it's a made-up word, though.
You were ranked 4th in New York Magazine's The Most Powerful Drag Queens in America list.
Period.
Do you think that list was ranked fairly?
No. This is the same magazine that took ugly pictures of us. So we can't trust them. Why don't I rank their lighting equipment?
Do you think people outside of the drag community really understand what goes on within it?
No, and I like it that way.
Probably not.
I think that they should understand what we present, and I don't think they have to know what goes on behind the curtain. It's part of the magic of it. I mean, you know, it's on stage for a reason. This is what you're supposed to see.
Drag culture is full of shade. Would you say you have to have thick skin to survive?
Yeah. I mean, shade usually comes from someone you like, and it's like playful banter.
Yeah.
Which is actually, it's kind of like a compliment. If you walk into the dressing room and you read everyone there, it's because you like everyone there. If you're the one drag queen who didn't get like a playful ribbing, they probably don't like you.
Let's move on to pop culture. Would you say you have a better wig collection than this woman, Lady Bunny?
A bigger wig collection, because I think she has one.
Oh.
But as far as iconic wigs, I mean, you can't really beat the Lady Bunny wig. It is incredible. I think Marco's wig makes those. He's from Italy. He's bomb.
Who's the best wig maker?
Oh my God, who's the best? My favorite, I think, is the best, is Zach Killian. He does wigs for me. He recently did a wig for Beyonce. He just does sculptural,
Period.
like, really takes it to a different level. He's amazing. Is that the truth?
Tell you the truth.
You're welcome, Zach.
What about this woman, Dolly Parton?
Oh. Do I have better wigs or a bigger wig?
Better wigs.
Oh, I think I currently have better wigs. I prefer early Dolly wigs, big 60s.
Okay, tell them the
wigs.
truth.
These,
Not
like,
very good,
90s
better wig.
like,
Very good, you
wigs.
tell the truth.
It's not my favorite Dolly.
Why is that?
They're just a little more modest and breathy and a little more like real looking. I prefer like big 60s televised Dolly hair, huge wigs.
Back in the day, Dolly was giving it to the girls.
Truth.
I'm lying a lot less than I thought I was going to.
Who would win in a sing-off between you and Dolly Parton?
Dolly Parton. I mean, Dolly Parton could sing the phone book. I mean, you just can't beat the honesty, the timbre, the power. Not to mention, this is a woman well into the winter of her life, and she's singing as beautifully as she ever did. It's pretty wild. I saw her at the Hollywood Bowl, and I was blown away. I've still not met her. I mean, you know, is she here? She's here, isn't she?
That line is wiggling.
No, she would have come in by now. I would love to do a song with her. I mean, or interview her. Like, if I ever just get the chance even to just... Fun fact, though, everybody thinks because she's blonde, she's like my Beyonce, but I'm actually more of a Loretta Lynn person.
Trixie, what the fuck you
What is
talking?
happening?
Tell you the truth.
That's not period.
Are dating apps an acceptable way to meet someone?
Absolutely. Yes. I've met almost all my boyfriends on dating apps, different ones. It's just how you approach it.
Is Grindr overrated?
I think Grindr's appropriately rated. I think it's worth making fun of, and it's ridiculous, but you could meet your husband on Grindr.
Which app would you recommend?
I think Tinder makes the most sense because you have to mutually like each other to start a conversation, and then the icebreaker's done because you already know the person likes you.
Is that how you met David?
Yep, Tinder. He was my third Tinder date.
Who messaged who first?
I don't remember, but I remember his pictures were him with a dog and then a picture of him on a boat in Italy. And I remember, this is crazy, but I remember seeing the picture and being like, I just felt like I needed to meet him. Like there was just something about him that I wanted to meet.
Oh.
Based on experience, should you hook up on a first date?
Yes, I think you can, and you don't have to, but I think you should. It's better to hook up early than to move in too early.
What is moving in too
Agree
early?
with that.
I mean, gay people are like, we've been together 3 months, we're moving in. I'm like, girl, exchange houseplants, do something. Like, finish your lease. You know what I mean?
Have you ever hooked up with a friend?
Of course.
What about a Drag Race co-star?
No.
She's telling the truth.
There's some cuties, it's just not happened. But I've always had boyfriends.
You once said, hot people, it doesn't mean they're good in bed. Ugly people doesn't mean they deserve to live.
Oh my god!
Hot people doesn't mean they're good in bed. Ugly people doesn't mean they're good, deserve to live. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I think hot people are often worse in bed. You know, it's like they've never been an extra. They were born into being a star. You know, some of us have worked in catering. And I think ugly people, well, they can still be bad people. It's like I grew up poor and I used to always tell myself that all rich people were bad. But then I went out in the world and realized there's a lot of really nice rich people and a lot of poor people who are dickheads.
Based on that, do you think this man is bad in bed, Idris Elba?
I don't think there's any way that he's bad in bed. I mean, he can't be bad in bed. There's no way. And if he was bad, I would be willing to put in the time to help him.
Yep.
Oh my god.
He's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Charles Minor on The Office, are you kidding me?
What about this man, Henry Cavill?
Yeah. He's doing great. Although that CGI mustache was bogus. But he is beautiful. That video of him taking apart a computer? Are you kidding me?
Is that what does it for you?
I walked around with an Apple logo on myself. He pulled me apart.
Stop, Trixie.
No, leave that there. So. Yeah, you can take it. He just looks like a newscaster who's about to take his clothes off. You know what I mean? The forecast is hot. Just hot.
And finally, what about this man?
Who is that?
Oscar Isaac.
What does he do?
He's an actor.
He's an actor, yeah.
In what?
Star Wars. Moon Knight.
Damn!
Oh my
I've
god.
actually not seen Star Wars.
True.
I mean, I'm not saying I have a type. He's hot. That beard, that's like gray and like, he's hot. He's very hot. He looks like he's about 5'7", but we could make something work. As I get older and drag, I've been wearing flats. He's really hot. Really, really hot. Yeah, in a different way than Henry Cavill. Like, Henry Cavill's like porn hot. This is like your husband who you have a cabin with, you know?
What kind of cabin?
You have a cabin in the woods, like Lake Arrowhead. You wear a lot of turtlenecks.
So how would you classify me? Hot or ugly?
Ooh.
Hot.
Yeah, she's telling the truth there.
How would you classify Judd?
Judd? Judd, I would not have sex with you.
Thanks very much.
Was I lying?
I don't know.
So now when it comes to Judd's hotness, suddenly we don't look at the test results. It's all up in the air.
Let's move on to your life.
Okay.
Is it true Trixie Mattel wasn't the first drag name you considered?
That's true. The other one was Cupcake. And now there's a rapper named Cupcake, so I'm glad I didn't pick that. Because we would have had to fight it out.
What kind of cupcake?
I thought my shtick was going to be like pink hair and like always confection and like, you know, looking like baked goods. I'm glad I didn't go with baked goods.
I'm glad you didn't. No
Do you
shade.
think some queens in RuPaul's Drag Race cinematic universe have weak drag
Not
names?
cinematic universe.
Yes. These people sound like they're in the witness protection program. You can pick any name in the world, you know, like Rebecca Michaels, Beth Smith. I'm like, okay, great.
Which is the worst one you've ever heard?
Ooh.
Anything like Vanessa, like Kensington, I'm like, okay, great. See you at Sears.
Your last name comes from your love of Barbies. Is that because your life is plastic and it's fantastic?
Yeah, that was the intent.
Do you think Barbies should evolve to reflect real women's proportions?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
She's telling the truth.
Oh, work.
Are you disappointed you weren't cast in the new Barbie movie?
Yes, yes. I'm disappointed I wasn't asked, but let me tell you, when it comes time to promote it, guess whose DMs they're going to slide into?
Do you think you would be a better Barbie than this woman, Margot Robbie?
I mean, I'm always running into her. The casting call, we're always called in for the same parts, you know. I was this close for I, Tanya, but I tragically couldn't skate.
Well,
Oh, what was the question?
Do you think you would be a better Barbie than Margot Robbie?
No. I mean, you can't really compete with that. I don't care who you are.
truth.
Would your partner, David Silver, make a good Ken?
No.
Dang.
Why is that?
I mean, I think that, well...
Well, yeah, Ken is very...
You want Barbie to look like Barbie and you want Ken to look like Ken. I love David. He's no Ken.
Can you even have a Barbie movie without the iconic Barbie Girl song in it?
Yes.
No.
I think it's actually a little on the nose if they did. It's giving kids bop,
Yeah.
you
I
know?
love it. That's the way to
Because
love
Barbie,
about it.
Barbie was
Mattel
way
coming
before
out
that
soon.
song, though. Like,
Yes.
Barbie had its
Is it
own
just because
legacy
you want
before
to
that
play with
song.
yourself?
I don't need a doll to play with myself.
She's telling the truth.
You already knew that.
Do you feel like the doll actually looks like you?
I do. I mean, maybe there's a little fudging of truth in the midsection, but I think the face looks really good.
True.
I wanted to make sure that she looked like she had a ton of makeup on. I was like, I want lines on her face. I want big, real lashes. And we tried a bunch of different hair fibers because I was like, it can't look like hair. It has to look like a wig. I want this to look like a wig.
You're a democratic socialist.
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself a Bernie bro?
I'm an aspiring Bernie bro.
How so?
Well, I really loved Bernie, but I was afraid if I voted for Bernie that my vote wouldn't count.
If Bernie were to run again, would you want to be his running mate?
I think I would do like a fundraiser, but you don't want me in the Oval Office.
Is it because you have too many skeletons in your closet?
I mean, I think by politician standards, I could still shoot someone and make it to that office. You know, what is one skeleton?
Have you ever shot somebody?
I've never fired a gun.
She's telling the truth.
Okay, so no murder. Good.
I never said I didn't murder. I said I never fired a gun.
She's lying.
Final question. At any point, did you lie during this interview and we didn't catch you?
I don't think so.
Yep, she's telling the truth there.
I mean, I don't really lie. Maybe it's because I'm in drag. I really don't lie.
She's lying.
Well, you'll have to tune in next time. Am I free to go? I'm double parked.
Girl.
Listen, this is very enjoyable, okay? Usually the ones I was saying, these celebrities, they be lying. They be lying their ass off and they be getting caught in the lies. They be like, this is a lie, this is a lie, this is a lie. And they usually have another guy who's reading the thing. I guess, at least from the ones I seen, it was the same guy. But this is a different guy who was like actually reading the results. But I enjoyed it. It was very entertaining. The interview had some entertaining questions. I wish it got a little bit more juicy though on some other stuff. But hey, no matter, it was still entertaining. Trixie was very hilarious, very funny, made it into like a very comedic type of thing. It was just very enjoyable. What did you think though?
Yeah, this one was very funny. I've seen some, and I think for me it was like up to what I would expect from these. Just funny, keeping it real. But I think other people definitely do get caught lying a bit more than Trixie did. But this was just as entertaining as I expected it to be. It was very good.
Right, y'all. That's all for this reaction. If you like, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you also hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and comment down below what you thought about this video, and if you want to check out more videos like this one.
And make sure to follow us on all of our social medias, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Follow both of our separate channels, and make sure to check out our Discord server.
Yes, but that is all for this reaction, and we're out. Bye.
Bye.